Not every pickleball paddle is built the same, and if you're looking to improve your game, the paddle you use can make a noticeable difference. Whether you're just getting into the sport or playing several times a week, the right paddle helps you stay consistent, reduce strain, and control the pace of play. In this video, we're breaking down 6 of the best pickleball paddles available for 2026, covering what each one does well, who it's best suited for, and the features that stand out most. All product links are listed in the description below. Number 6. JOOLA Hybrid Pro. JOOLA may not be as widely recognized as some legacy brands in the pickleball world, but it's quietly building a reputation among players who want solid performance at a fair price. The Hybrid Pro model offers a comfortable middle ground between control and power, making it a practical option for recreational players or those stepping up from beginner paddles. The paddle uses a polymer honeycomb core paired with a carbon fiber face, a familiar combination that helps absorb shock while still delivering a crisp response. At around 7.9 to 8.2 ounces, it falls into the midweight category, which helps keep volleys controlled without sacrificing too much pop on full swings. The handle is slightly extended, which makes it easier to use a two-handed backhand if that's part of your game. The overall shape is fairly traditional, so it feels natural in hand for players used to standard paddles. What stands out is the paddle's subtly textured surface. While it's not the grippiest face on the market, it does hold the ball just long enough to help develop more spin, especially on topspin rolls and slices. Comfort-wise, the grip has a soft cushion feel with a bit of tack, and the paddle includes light vibration dampening that's noticeable on off-center shots. The one trade-off is a sweet spot that feels slightly smaller than what you'll find in higher-end paddles, and players who prefer extra pop might find the face a little muted. Still, if you're upgrading from a basic starter paddle and want better touch without jumping into premium prices, the JOOLA Hybrid Pro is a solid next step. Number 5. Head Radical Elite. Head has been around the paddle scene for a while, and the Radical Elite continues to be one of its most accessible and reliable models. It's aimed squarely at beginners to intermediate players who want a paddle that performs well across the board without jumping into premium territory. The Radical Elite features a composite face with what Head calls optimized tubular construction, essentially a polymer core designed to distribute energy evenly. The result is a paddle that's consistent across the hitting surface, especially when you're working on resets, soft dinks, or learning how to control pace. At 8.1 ounces, it's right in the mid-weight range, offering enough heft to keep your shots steady but still light enough for fast reactions at the kitchen. The paddle has a traditional shape, which helps with control and balance, and the 4 1/4 inch grip comes wrapped in an ergonomic foam handle that absorbs shock and feels stable during play. What players tend to appreciate most is the large, forgiving sweet spot. It helps keep shots on target even if you're not hitting dead center, which can be helpful as you're refining technique. Around the net, it's easy to maneuver and stays predictable in hand. That said, it's not built for players focused on spin-heavy shots or power drives. The composite face doesn't offer the same bite or stiffness as a carbon fiber alternative. Still, the Head Radical Elite holds up well, especially considering its durability and price. For players who are improving their fundamentals and want a paddle that won't get in the way, it's a dependable pick. Number 4. Friday Paddle. The Friday Paddle stands out right away, not just for how it plays, but for how it looks. Known for its clean, minimalist design and premium finish, it's a paddle that appeals to casual and intermediate players who care about performance but also appreciate good design. Built with a proprietary polymer core and a fiberglass face, this paddle sits in the light to midweight category, hovering around 7.6 ounces. That makes it easy to handle during quick exchanges at the kitchen and ideal for players who rely on hand speed or wrist flicks rather than full-arm swings. Aesthetically, it's one of the cleanest paddles out there. The branding is subtle, the finish is smooth, and the edge guard blends in rather than standing out, giving it a seamless, polished look. Performance-wise, the fiberglass face brings just enough bounce to make generating power feel natural, especially for a paddle that leans more toward control. It's forgiving on contact and doesn't feel jarring on off-center hits, which is helpful for players still dialing in their placement. The grip is slightly thinner than average, which works well for smaller hands, and the paddle feels just a bit head-heavy, enough to add momentum on drives without making it feel unbalanced. The main trade-off is spin. The face has a smoother surface compared to raw carbon paddles, so it won't grab the ball quite as aggressively. The sweet spot also feels a bit more focused, so accuracy matters. Still, if you're looking for something that plays smooth, looks refined, and doesn't feel like every other paddle on the court, the Friday Paddle is a strong option. Number 3. Selkirk Amped Control. Selkirk has built a name around performance and consistency, and the Amped Control series is one of its most popular offerings. Designed with a control-first mindset, it's geared toward intermediate and advanced players who rely on precision, resets, and placement rather than sheer power. The core is Selkirk's X5 honeycomb polymer, paired with their FiberFlex fiberglass face. Together, they create a softer touch on contact, great for absorbing pace and controlling the ball during dink exchanges and kitchen battles. Depending on the model, the weight ranges from about 7.4 to 8.2 ounces. You can choose from 3 shapes depending on your preference. S2 has the largest face and a short handle, ideal for maximum surface area. Epic is the balanced version, offering equal focus on reach and face width. Invicta features a longer handle and narrower face, great for two-hand backhands and added reach. On court, the Amped Control feels extremely quiet and soft, helping players stay in control during longer rallies. It's especially effective during resets, where a softer touch can make all the difference. While it doesn't have a raw carbon face, the textured fiberglass still manages to provide decent spin, especially for players who use wrist motion or angle their paddle during contact. The grip is one of Selkirk's strengths, thick, cushioned, and comfortable for extended play sessions. To trick it off, it won't give you a ton of power on put-away shots. Generating pace takes a deliberate swing. If your game is built around strategy, patience, and consistency at the net, the Selkirk Amped Control offers the kind of feel that rewards disciplined play. Number 2. 6-0 Ruby. The 6-0 Ruby is designed for players who want controlled spin and speed to work together, without giving up one for the other. With a raw carbon fiber face and thermoformed construction, it's a paddle aimed at advanced players who like to shape the ball and play with intention. The face is made from raw Japanese Toray carbon fiber, known for its durability and ability to grip the ball on contact. Combined with a thermoformed core and foam-injected edge walls, it creates a solid, slightly head-heavy paddle that weighs in around 8 ounces. That balance gives it added pop when needed while still keeping control tight for resets and touch shots. What stands out most is the spin. The surface grit grabs the ball well, helping generate heavy topspin, shark slices, and angled rolls, especially useful during fast net exchanges or third-shot drops. The longer dwell time helps finest players guide the ball exactly where they want it, while the added stiffness provides enough power for mid-court drives and counterattacks. Design-wise, it has a matte black finish, clean lines, and a high-end feel that reflects its performance tier. The handle is slightly elongated, making it ideal for players who like to use 2 hands on the backhand side. You'll notice how stable it feels on volleys. It doesn't twist much on impact and holds steady even under pressure. The one consideration is that it sits in the premium price range and may feel a bit firm for players used to softer core paddles. But for those who rely on spin, placement, and quick reactions, the 6-0 Ruby offers the kind of consistent performance that holds up throughout every phase of the match. Number 1. JOOLA Ben John's Perseus Pro 4. The JOOLA Ben John's Perseus Pro 4 is built for competition. As the signature paddle of Ben John's, one of the sport's top professionals, it reflects what high-level players expect from their gear: precision, power, and stability in every shot. At the core is a reinforced polypropylene honeycomb, surrounded by foam edge walls for added stability. On the surface, JOOLA uses its charged carbon technology, a ridged carbon material that produces impressive spin while keeping the paddle responsive and firm. Weighing around 8.0 ounces, it offers a solid feel with excellent balance. What sets the Perseus apart is its torsional stability. Even when you hit slightly off-center, the paddle barely twists, keeping your shots accurate and reducing unexpected errors. The thermoform structure helps balance power and control, giving you a paddle that responds just as well to a soft drop as it does to a hard drive. The face has a more structured texture than raw carbon, which results in slightly less dwell time, but noticeably more pop. That combination gives aggressive players the confidence to play fast while still shaping spin-heavy shots. Design-wise, it features streamlined edges and a slightly extended handle, great for players who use a two-handed backhand. The grip itself is firm, tacky, and handles moisture well over longer matches. Some players may find the paddle's natural pop a bit too quick for a soft-touch style, and the price is firmly in the premium category. But for those looking for high-end specs and serious match-ready performance, the Perseus Pro 4 delivers consistency, spin, and speed without compromise. That wraps up our look at the top 6 pickleball paddles for 2026. Whether you're working on control, adding more spin, or just looking for something more comfortable to play with, there's a paddle on this list that fits the way you play. All product links are in the description if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments which paddle you're thinking about trying. See you in the next one.